Hey everybody, my name is Tara Stevenson. I serve as the Dean of Student Engagement and Career Development here at Flagler College. I am actually coming to you live from Flagler College YouTube channel, Flagler College Student Activities Facebook page, and our Student Life Instagram page. However, I would love to go ahead and invite our student government vice president to join us both on Instagram, and you can see him live here on the screen. This is our first time doing a program like this. And so we are obviously going to have some glitches, but now we can see Simon DeMarco on all of our screens. Before we begin, I do want to let you know that any comments or questions that you would like to put into the chat on Facebook, I'll be monitoring on Instagram as well as on YouTube. Please feel free to toss them in here, and I'll be sure to maybe put them up on the screen so we can all see them. But this brand new series, Saints Meetup, is just an opportunity for us to connect with our students on campus, our student leaders, to see like, what does it mean? What's going on? Let's hear from you all so that you can share all this stuff with us. So with that being said, Simon, we've already got somebody saying hi to you, which I love. But Simon, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are? Simon, is your sound working?
You're like kind of going in and out. I don't know.
That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put it into our chat. Again, we are so glad that y'all are joining us, but hopefully this will help us a little bit. So you're going to hear me typing. You're going to hear Simon typing, but it's all okay because we are learning as this goes.
You popped out for a second. I don't know what you said.
All right, so we've put it into the Instagram.
That works.
So
okay. I guess I'll introduce myself. Hi, I'm Simon. I'm Simon DeMarco. My pronouns are he, him, his. I am from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm not really too far away. I've just been in Florida my whole life at this point. I'm double majoring in sociology and psychology with a minor in philosophy. I don't know what I'm going to do with it really. This is my third year here at Flagler. I am a commuter student, but I lived on campus in Lewis and FEC, and those were pretty fun. I guess that is my little introduction.
Where did you live on campus?
Where did I live? Oh, I lived in Lewis and in FEC. And so Lewis was fun. FEC was more fun. Sometimes I miss the view from FEC.
Okay. Why was FEC more fun?
Well, I had a single room in FEC, and so I felt like I had just so much space to myself for once. And and I don't know, I was in such like a nice little spot in the corner that I could look to either side and I would see water, and I could look in the commons and there was a little green area. So it was just, I don't know, I could look around and see what was happening.
All right. What are you involved in now?
So much at this point. I work on campus. I have 2 on-campus jobs. I work in the Learning Resource Center at the front desk for Professor Shkapansky. It's pretty fun. It's great. I also work in digital services with that department as their web content intern, and I love working for all of them also. And then outside of that, I am the Club Unity president. I've been going to Club Unity since their first meeting, my freshman fall semester. I don't know, it's just so great. It's so fun. And I'm also starting this semester the vice president of Student Government Association. So that's pretty fun. I was more involved with the Policy Advancement Liaisons Committee last year and last semester, but now I'm just kind of doing a ton of random things. I see the question, what is Club Unity? Club Unity is Flagler's club for LGBT students and allies who are interested in being educated. And we do a lot of events, we do a lot of fun things, just relax, and do a lot of tabling and panels.
It's very true.
And I'm also the treasurer / PR person for PsyChi, which is, oh, what did you say? Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh no, you cut out when you started talking.
It's all good.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where was I? I'm also part of PsyChi, which is the Honor Society for Psychology. That's pretty fun. I've only been in it since the spring, but I don't know. We do our little Zoom meetings. We have fun. And I go to a lot of random club meetings, just like to see what people are up to for funsies. And my last thing, I'm in the honors program, and I'm currently doing my capstone research. So that's pretty exciting. What random clubs? I go to Black Student Union sometimes, Pagan Student Association, Archaeology Club, but they're kind of not meeting right now. Gone to Ink Slingers. I don't know if they still meet, but I went a few times and that was fun.
So what I'm getting ready to type in now is, when do you sleep? Because it sounds like Simon is very involved in stuff, which I love to hear, but we also want to hear about the balance act.
The question of when did you sleep? I don't know. I still sleep like 7 or 8 hours usually. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm tired now and I go to sleep.
Thank you so much to everybody watching who's understanding of our technical difficulties and trying to bring different things to you all. We are recording this, so thank you. But next question, how do you relax?
I definitely try to set aside time for myself to just like not look at my phone or my laptop and just like, I don't know, zone out. I go for a lot of walks. I bake a lot. I started rollerblading again over the summer, so I do a lot of that. Just trying to get out and not think about school or clubs sometimes, because I don't know, just a lot.
As a reminder, if anybody's got questions, you can feel free to put them into the chat function on Facebook or on YouTube. But our next question is, why did you choose the clubs you're involved in?
I don't know. I just picked what I was finding really enjoyable and just really what made me happy in the long run, because I don't know, I did not do much in high school, and so I was like, I'm going to change that. I'm going to have interests and hobbies and actually do things. And then I just kind of did. I don't know. And wherever I felt comfortable, I just kind of kept going there and just slowly worked my way into positions that needed to be filled, and then just kept going.
Definitely very true. Simon has not stopped since I've known him. He has been a participant at different events and has I felt like I always saw him all over campus, and now to see him in leadership things. And I love his little giggle right here because I don't think he can necessarily hear what I'm saying about him, but I am always honored to see him participating and very excited for this new leadership role that he's taking on with student government. And so my next question for him is, why should someone get involved here at Flagler? So it will take a little bit for him to see this question.
Oh, I could hear you that time. I heard you talking
Love
so many
it.
great things about me.
Oh,
Said,
that's
you have to hear this, just this.
great. That's all we needed you to hear.
Why should someone get involved? I think it just really gives you a lot of options on what to do with your time. Like, I don't know, if you're here paying so much money, and money is not like the only thing involved in it, but like, why not make the best out of it? Why not just do things? I don't know. I can't imagine just like going home and not doing anything. It's just like, it's not bad too, but I think getting involved is a good way to spend your time and figure out what you do like and what you don't like, as cliche as it sounds.
And I think that's why we say try so many different things. So now my next question for Simon is, what's the difference between being a member and being a leader?
I'm going to preface this with, I think being a member of things is like, can be just as equally enjoyable. But for me, I wanted to step into more leadership positions because I wanted to be a part of making the decisions, deciding what we do, and trying to like improve things where I felt like they could be improved in places that I just did want things to improve. And I don't know, it's a good way to just keep talking to people, or if you're someone who doesn't like talking to people, to really break out of that and learn to enjoy talking to.
So obviously this session is to kind of explain things to people and see what it means to be a student, what it means to be a part of student life, what it means to be a student leader. And so what would you share with students now about being involved?
I think just try it. Even if you think you won't be good at it, maybe you will be. There were a lot of things that I started doing that I was like, I'm just going to pretend I know what I'm doing. and it worked. People were like, wow, you're doing things. And I did them. So it's really, I think about just, I don't know, learning to step out of your comfort zone and doing what you think you may enjoy. And if you don't in the long run, there's no shame in like just stopping, being like, no more, I'm done.
You know, I am one of those that always struggles with trying to type and talk at the same time. I just have never been able to master that. And so with our technical difficulties, trying to type, talk on my computer, talk on my phone, I'm loving this. Like, we're just going to keep trying all these new things. But something that I know I've struggled with, I think our students are struggling with, is we are in this COVID world right now. And so how has COVID affected your involvement, or how has it made it different, or has it not affected it at all?
It's definitely affected it in that I'm not on campus as much. I try to do more of the Zoom options if I can. And I know some people like really hate being on campus for hours on end, but I used to love last year spending like 10 hours on campus for just no reason. Well, I had reasons, but I didn't have to. So I'm doing a lot more of online stuff. I am doing like less things just because there's a lot less going on, but that's okay. There's a lot going on in the world, so.
Well, and I really wonder if being with kind of in a group that's like you, or shares something, that you're able to kind of decompress or process some things that are happening with others, whether it's over Zoom, whether it's without your camera on and you're just doing sound, whether it's with somebody that's on the opposite end of the classroom because you are keeping the distance. I think that processing is important, and where our clubs can really play into that, or just some sort of involvement on campus.
Yeah, this last semester, Club Unity did a lot of like relaxing events because I was like, I think we just need a space to like
chill out,
just calm down. Yeah, just chill and vibe
as safely and healthy that we can. Awesome. Well, Simon, thank you so much. Thank you so much to you all for joining in on our first Saints meetup event. I mean, as the Dean of Student Engagement, I keep joking that COVID has wreaked havoc on my job title alone because the idea of engaging with people is just not something that we can necessarily do. And I've really tried to come up with these creative ways to connect with our students, whether they like it or not. I don't know. Whether I think it's fun or not, I have no idea. And so I thought, well, this semester we're going to actually connect with students and share things. I do want to pass along, Jillian had posted something on our YouTube page that said, this was great. Thank you for doing this. Jillian, thank you for watching and participating with us. Like, that warms my heart. We are hoping to bring these possibly every week or every other week. At this time, I'd love to get more of our student leaders involved and represent more of our clubs and organizations or our different areas of campus. And when we thought about doing this, Simon was the first one that came to my mind for obvious reasons, as he shared when we first started. So thank you all so much. If you've got questions about being involved on campus, student activities at flagler.edu, we'd be more than happy to chat with you. Simon is also, as he mentioned, the Vice President of Student Government Association. Their meeting is tonight, 9 p.m. You can join in person where?
In the Virginia room.
I'm glad you thought about that. It's also on Zoom. And so if you are a current student, you can access the Zoom link and meeting ID in Saints Connect. Saints Connect, I feel like, is a whole nother session we could chat about, because that's where we love to share all that's happening on campus, whether it is in person or virtual. It's got all the details for things. Before we leave, Simon, is there anything that you're excited that's coming up in February? I'll try to share some events that I know off the top of my head.
Happening in February, Club Unity will be doing Valentine's Day making for Jasmine House to send to them. So that'll be fun. I don't really know what else is happening, but I know BSU is doing like a ton of Black History Month events. So
I know they did.
I think people can look for those.
They did such a fantastic job last year, and so we are hopeful and looking forward to supporting them in any type of event that they're doing for the month of February. And I know that that's going to be something great for them. Some things that I know that I can share with some of our students coming up for the month of February. On the 5th, we will have our first spring semester Saints After Dark. It will start at 8 p.m. and we are going with a Frozen theme. So let's hope maybe we can get a little bit more of that Florida cold weather to come back. But Disney has just proven to be the thing that our students are loving during COVID. So I feel like there might be a Frozen movie showing. Obviously, RSVP for your spot. We might be having a virtual option too. Let's see what else we've got. Every week we do have our Campus Activities Board General Assembly meetings on Monday. We've got our Student Government General Assembly meetings on Tuesday, and then other club meetings that occur throughout the week on all different days. Reading Day is going to be the 9th, but we do have our next trivia night on Wednesday, February 10th. It will be on rom-com trivia, so if you've got some time to brush up on some of those rom-coms, I guess that's the topic. I do love trivia nights, though. I log in every time, and I usually have to share the screen with my daughter, who likes to pretend to answer things, if she even knows what we're talking about. Let's see, we'll have our next Coffee with a Cop on Wednesday, February 17th. Officer Gary absolutely loves to see our students. So whether you just stop by to say hello, whether you stop by to just check in with them and see how things are going, I think that that's absolutely a great way to just connect with another community member. But I think, man, that's all that I know off the top of my head on my own schedule. I didn't I feel like I'm missing something and I apologize for that, but everything is in Saints Connect. I know that. So Simon, thank you so much for joining us. Any lasting pearls of wisdom you'd like to share?
I have no idea. I don't know.
It's okay. You're going to think of something fantastic when we are all done.
I'm sure I will.
So when we post this video, we are going to add Simon's amazing pearl of wisdom that he comes up with. But again, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Mask up, wash those hands, and be singing happy birthday. We are celebrating everybody's birthday all the time that we're washing our hands. And we will definitely see you next time. Thanks.
Bye.